Mhuri yeZimbabwe kusangana kwatiri kuita zvakare ipo pano paZimnews update apo patinoda kuve mafirst hand update anonga ari kuitika munyika yedu yeZimbabwe. So kana uri mutsva usabve pano usina kusubscribe kulike nekusheya. So tiri kuona panapa mhuri yeZimbabwe pari kunyorwa nema-retired general. Ndofunga tiri kuona ava ndio retired general Winston Sigauke vari kutaura iwo kutoti no zvamakanyorerana pasi muna 2017 president Emerson Mnangagwa navice president Constantino Chiwenga hazvisirizvo zvakuitika pari zvino. Tiri kuona kuti vari kupomedzera vaMnangagwa vachiwareminder kuti zvinhu zvamaka-agreement yamakaita muna 2017 zvinofanira kuteedzerwa, bho zvakasateedzerwa zvinofamba nenzira isiriyo. Tiri kuona kuti pakaitika coup payapayapa Grace Mugabe anga kufambisa zvinhu nenzira isiriyo. So tiri kuchipinda mudzimwe nhau mhuri yeZimbabwe tine makomrade vachange vachitaura nhau wayava Cyril Ramaphosa sort of like tiri kuona kuti pawakauya muno munyika yeZimbabwe takaona nawota mudzimbe wakariliswa that chivhaya anga asikachatendiwi kuenda kunyika yeSouth Africa. So tiri kuona panapa pawakangobva munyika muno takaona rechimangwana racho chivhaya akabva tangotosenda achizvitora kuti munondita handidiwe muno muye chichi ndine mhosva muno muchichi chimwe nekuti Cyril Ramaphosa vanga vabva kuno ndosaka muri kuona akamhanya paakanzwa kuti Cyril Ramaphosa vari muno munyika yeZimbabwe. So tiri kuona panapa mhuri yeZimbabwe ma-retired generals vari kunyora ava vari kutaura iwo kutoti retired general Sigauke wrote an explosive letter to ED reminding him of their agreement with General Chiwenga in 2017 when the army told old man Mugabe him to a power clinger for decades. Tikuona wa President Robert Mugabe wakambomhanya kwema-decades akati one day according to the letter condens with a now public Mnangagwa was supposed to serve a term since he had finished Mugabe's term. Ndo zvinotaura kunzi itemu yakatopedzisa itori temu yake aifanira kungoirova 1 term 2 term dzake dzatopfuura. During those years General Chiwenga didn't mind, so he allowed the president to continue into a second term. The army who facilitated the removal of Mnangagwa agreed to let him to do that. Tikuona panapa mhuri yeZimbabwe ndo mambera zvakaita. Tikuona panapa nyonzi the coup was staged by the army, not civilians, of which Mnangagwa is one Ziyambe and mhuri yeZimbabwe ipapapo ndo petinopesana zvinhu zviri pachena. Unoona mutsvangu achida kutraya kuda kuti nakuda tagore wakaisa imari ipiko kubudisa matenga nekutoti Mugabe ngaabve wanhu ngavauye kunoku yechi imari ipiko yakashanda pakuya hapana mari bado pakangoshandiswa chisimba chete chekubvisa Mugabe. Noti kwanzi kana kuti pane mabhazi aikwidza vanhu kana kuti pane fiwo yaidiwa ichidirwa aiwa hakuna zvinhu zvakadaro zvaitawana nacho kuzvezvezvo. Ofugarwe Owen Munda Ncube and Energy Mutodi were probably shitting themselves in their pens, scared to death, we forgot things rode the street of Harare, not from civilian homes but from the barracks commanded by General Chiwenga, not ED, not Wikino Chivayo, kuda kwachita gure po tungwarara uruskotisa kupwanya. Tirikuona vanhu vese vanga vasikatombovanike mhuri yeZimbabwe paitika nhau dzakafanana neidzodzo vanga vasikatombovanikwe. Ndofunga muri kuona ndo nhau iri kunetsa iyi yekutoti uyu wemuri kuona apo uyu achingodzokera uko uyu akabva atera mangwana but anga asikatatendi akatone time asikatoendiko. Saka nhau paakakwanisa kuenda ndo pakabva azotora vhidhiyo paipe kuti munoti hamudi kundiona chimwe achitaura zvinhu zvakasiyana siyana. Regedzai tidai so tione kuti zvakamira sei mhuri yeZimbabwe, tione kuti nhau dzacho dziri kufamba sei uye dzichapera sei pano paZimnews update petinoda kupa mafirst hand update anonga ari kuitika muno munyika yedu yeZimbabwe. So regedzai tidai so timbokusiye muchinyatsa kuteerera nyaya ichinyatsa kutaurwa kunzi zvinenge zvakamira 1-1
legally by cabinet. Cabinet is like the managers of a company. They cannot change the articles of association of a company or the constitution of a company. Only the owners and shareholders can do that through a general meeting, an annual general meeting that creates resolutions. You, Zimbabweans, say you're educated, but you allowed a cabinet, the managers of your company called Zimbabwe, to start changing the articles of association and the constitution of your company, and you kept quiet. It can't be that managers can write and take the duties of shareholders. We are the shareholders. Tisuveni. Those are the arguments.
Had a protest a month ago or so. And yes, it was well attended compared to others. But if you consider what it there's at least 100,000 people, Zimbabweans, here in the UK, and you compare with like 100 people that turned up, I think we can do better. I think we should do better. I don't know what we need to say to people to awaken them, to motivate them into action. But guys, if we're saying we're coming out, if we come out in numbers, we can achieve a lot more. Thank you. Thanks, Titus.
Right. Thank you, Chennai. Thanks for that. Okay. Can I go to GD Travel?
Hi, Shama Makadini,
Ndekuno muri
ndiripo zvangu. Ndoda kubvunzawo Koma Rutendo kuti takamira sei now vachiri kuita here zveno to Cape 3 vakamira sei, ndo mubvunzo wandoda kubvunza. Ende ndanga ndiri pavanga vachitaura ndandine shungu dzokuda kubvunza immediately ipapo chaipo kuti ndatombotaura ndichiti Koma Rutendo vari kupi chaizvo, vari kungofamba kungerwa ivhi sei, hatisi kunzwisisa, but pandazonzwa vaakutaura panapa I changed my mind ndikati this guy has got so many information yatatisina isusu mukuziva zvese zviri kuitika and so forth. We were taking it in another way round, but handisi kuziva kuti mumwe nemumwe ane pfungwa dzake kana ari kusvika pane nyaya dzeCape 3 and what these other cabals are doing and so forth. So mubvunzo wangu uri kungotaura kuti imimi makamira sei Koma Rutendo neCape 3?
Okay. Rutendo, I think you've answered this, but do you want to respond to GD Travel? Rutendo?
Nyama sis, I think this one you can answer for me.
Angos, do you want to answer for Rutendo? Anunga ruita homework.
Can I wait with Titus? I think you can answer for me. You can answer GD Travel for me, because I think my position is an open book.
Yeah, I think GD Travel, I think is openly stated because he's definitely much against Cap 3. I don't know if there's anything to the question besides that.
Did I question another question again? Yokuti ari kuona here general achibisawo vari kuita kukanga mari vanhu vari kutambura munyika. General achavagona kuvabisa here kana kwakunzi hanzi vapinda, vanogona kuvabisa here vanhu ava, nokuti isusu taita vatete panyaya yacho iyoyi. Kunyazoti zvama muchiita izvi zvese tinozviziva, asi taakupaiwo shamu yakati. Vanoona here general vari kugona basa racho iri.
Sorry, Jed, can I just get in there quickly? I don't know. Sorry, Jed, sorry. I don't know who is giving this impression kuti general ndo vapiwa ndima yokuita zvakati. Who has given him that baton when we are there? What has exonerated the very same general? Are you trying to say that kana tabvisa cabal yana chivhoko mugweru, tichibvisa vana muda, then what the brick by brick, then general will come in and replace them with a Gupta? Are you getting me or not there? You want to take out a cabal and replace with a Gupta. And when I'm telling you a Gupta, You need to go and connect the dots of what I am saying. Please, this one, people, you need to wake up. Open your minds. You want to replace a cabal with a Gupta, or you want to replace, I don't know. Why are you trying to abdicate your own duties, your fiducial duties, to make good in our own country?
No,
Vacho.
muri wrong pakufunga ikoko. Let me just answer you.
Please.
Handina kuti ivo ndo vachasvika vachitonga. Ndikutaura kuti pacape 3 apo vakawana mukana, vakaita mari dzavo dzakare, vakapedza mari dzavo vanadzo. Vangade kuita here president? Pamwe vanogona kutaura kuti chinangai nekutsvaga one young president panapa and so forth. Handina kudaro kuti ngavaite president. You are wrong.
Okay.
You are wrong.
I want you to please, can you hear me?
Hamuna kunzwisisa zvandiri kutaura.
Maybe son of Keynes, to just hold you on what you are. I mean, we don't want to think emotionally when we are looking at national issues and things that affect us today, tomorrow, and in the future. Because what we have on the ground right away is two protagonists, General Chiwenga and the president. Citizens have not organized themselves to answer or to play into what you are saying. Citizens will organize themselves. We need a little bit of time to do that, but it's not like munodaire kubisa uyu muchisa uyu. No, citizens are not playing anything there, but what we can play as our part is to organize now and stop Cap 3. If it gets there, we still have an opportunity to stop it. But we need to organize as citizens. Now, the question is how? And how do we all come together and do what we all want? It's one thing being emotional and another organizing. We really need as Zimbabweans to organize ourselves in an orderly manner to be able to do what we have. But we do have a simple little hope that is glimmering quite far. It's the fight that's taking place within ZANU-PF. That destabilization will give citizens time enough to come together. We can't just think, well, things are not going to happen or they're going to happen. There is a fight. And that fight, whether we like General Chiwenga or we don't, whether we like Mnangagwa or we don't, they are fighting. And they are fighting openly. We might benefit from that fight as citizens only if we organize ourselves. So what we should concern ourselves with is how we can organize ourselves. I don't like Muda, you don't like Muda, but can we remove it, or we will be able to remove it by coming on space, talking, being emotional, psych up people for nothing. We really need not psych up people, we need to organize. It's now time when we have to show political maturity, as people have been saying, and which is very right. Are we going to wait for one person? The answer is no. And you know what? My own president, President Advocate Nelson Chamisa, he is advocating for citizenocracy. That citizens take matters into their own hands and they use the constitutional means to do that. If they can, then they can use other ways. So we need now to calm down. Cape 3 is sailing, we don't know where it is going. There are court cases that are going to be there. Whether Ramaphosa came to quell or to, to tone down the issue of 2030, we're not aware. But we've got so many avenues that we can follow with this Cape 3. Even the coming of Ramaphosa gives us another ammunition. It shows that the Zimbabwean situation is now in the limelight, but it's only us as citizens who can then take it the way we want. Do we want to go national? Do we want to go international? Do we want to go? And I can tell you very well that I really take my hat off to my sister Chennai. They had a demonstration. They had a demonstration, and I can tell you right away that no one else has done that since the inception of Cape 3. Nobody has done the thing that they did in London, Manana, Sister Chennai. So we need to now then sit down and start doing things. I've seen a lot of people, political leaders coming in here, talking and talking and talking. But I take my hat off to people that did what is supposed to be done. They went to the strand and they demonstrated. Have we done the same? Imagine if we had 100 people here and 100 people there, and another 100 people there, and another 100 people there, another 100 people there. As Zimbabweans, we could have taken some, or this whole thing could have taken a new twist. So thank you very much, Sister Chennai, and thank you very much for the emotions. But we now want to morph and come up with something tangible that can take us forward as people. Even if Mnangagwa goes today and Chiwenga goes as well today, are we organized as citizens? So we need to organize. Thank you very much.
Right. Thank you, Mdaraji. Thank you for that. Right. Okay. Rutendo, I know you're Uri guest speaker. Do you want to say anything? Do you want to respond to any of those comments?
No. I'm good. I'm good.
You're good. Okay. Can I go to Mdudu's Mdu?
Oh, thank you, my brother. Thank you for giving me time to speak. Greetings to you and the host. Yeah, okay. Yeah, just to add to what my brother has just said, Dara, to say let's just deal with one problem at a time. Because now I think the focus it has to be the cap three, and then to say who's going to lead at a later stage. I think we'll deal with it when the right time came. But for now, I think it's okay just to try and make sure the noise is enough to make it stop. The online resistance and the ground back at home is enough to stop it. The pressure, it's enough to put it on hold, not to go through. So and then the other issues, we'll see. I for me, I have lost hope. Like what Dara says with his president, Chamisa. So for me, I've lost hope from the opposition. So that's why I came to tell myself that whoever needs to make change in Zimbabwe has to join the winning team. Because I feel like people have been used. In many times people have lost their lives. Trying to fight the system, but I feel like the one who wants to make change, why can't you just join and make change from within? From the team that seems to be winning team.
And which team is winning?
So
Yeah, I also wanted to ask that.
the winning team, it has been there. Whether we like it or not. Because as it is now, I mean, I don't see
Okay,
a
what is your
situation
definition
whereby
of winning? Oh,
a definition of
yeah.
winning team.
Do you mean abusing people, oppressing people?
No,
That is
no,
winning.
no, no. That's not the definition of winning. For me personally, the winning team is the people who stand up for what is right. Like for instance, what my brother Rutendo has just made a U-turn. I've been a critique for him for a very long time, especially when he comes online trying to when he used to support like to critique South Africans most of the time. So I was always like, he's making things very hard for our brothers back in South Africa. So when every time he's always online clashes with South Africans, when South Africans they're raising issues, always trying to, so I've always opposing him all the time. So, but the U-turn that he made now, opposing this Cap 3, it made me to follow him. It made me to every time to make attention what he says. So for me, he's on the right side of the winning team. The general that the other guys are saying no, not to him. For me, I feel like is on the side of the winning team, you know. So that's my view. I might be wrong, but uh, the reason why I'm talking of the winning team, I'm actually opposing the agenda for opposition parties in Zimbabwe at the at the right time now. The opposition, I feel like, is just playing games. It's just making mad people to just fight each other. I mean, to get killed for nothing, you know. So I don't know, but I feel like there's no opposition as it is now. To talk about opposition, I feel like it's just the environment is not good for an opposition at the moment.
What is?
So I think we can just fight for this cap three to put pressure, and then if it doesn't go through, and then whoever has to come to power, we'll have to see. If he comes, if it's general, then it's okay. If he fails to 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 deliver what people expect him to deliver, and then we put the same pressure for him to be voted out, or maybe and someone else will just emerge. You
Saka
know,
tengoramba tiri on
maybe
pressure.
yeah. I think maybe things one day will get right. You know, someone will come up and then you will do the right
Yeah,
thing.
okay.
But a good budget. So let's just now we are fighting for Cap 3, and then we are speaking of the opposition, speaking of Chamisa on the other hand. I feel like, you know, it's just gonna be too much confusion for me.
Yeah, but I think confusion is your definition of a winning team, my bro. But I guess no na zvakasiyana, right? But anyway, I think fair points. Rutendo, Anzi, you need to join the winning team. Actually, by Rutendo.
Ndikuteerera. Handina kunzwa hangu definition yacho yewinning team. Yandinetsa kuti who is on the winning team, because amboti Rutendo is the vari kuwinning team. So I'm a bit confused. But anyway, it's all good. And then Chennai, yeah, well done for the match. Eh? Well done. I didn't realize that you were actually here. Brilliant stuff.
All right. No, thanks for that. Okay, can I move on to Edward Adroba? Okay, Masinde.
Tata sindeipi yako.
Good, good,
Uncles
good.
maswara se.
Mushe.
Hayi, ikoko muna uyu wedu wekuZimbabwe uyu wemavidhiyo akasingaperi Rutendo.
Iwo uri crush yangu iwe, usataure zina ribasa iwe, uri crush yangu iwe.
Apere simba uyu, constant analyze. Yeah, inini I'm also son of Kenzi. Yes, definitely a line of thought. I heard you, Rutendo, referencing on GAP's write-ups recently. Very good conversation starters about forecasting where where we could be heading with different choices that we can make today. There's one consistent choice that keeps being given to people: this Messiah choice, where there's already this. These days we are calling him Ezekiel. Wow, wonderful. We move very fast in politics.